We're back, bitches.
About time. Literally about time.
Yeah, we went on a little bit of a hiatus
Yeah, but it's okay.
with
We
like,
were a little busy,
yeah, we had like no announcement of it. We did have plans of like filming an end of season 2 episode.
but we never.
It never happened.
No, it never did. And like me and Harley didn't even say anything to each other about it, honestly, either. And I was just like,
No.
okay,
Yeah, we were just kind of like, you know what? We're just gonna run with it,
go with
and
it.
it was fine.
Literally.
But welcome to season 3 officially.
No, literally.
The fact we are on season 3 is actually kind of fucking mind-blowing.
It's kind of wild to me.
I
Because, like, what? We started this last summer. So,
yeah,
well, 2 summers ago.
yeah, it was like so it was August of 2024.
And now it's 2026. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I honestly did not think it was gonna go this far. I was like, we were like, oh yeah, like this is a great idea, like da 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 da, and then here we are, a year and a
No,
half later.
literally same. I didn't really think it was going to go that far either. But here we are. So,
Yeah,
we
and we
love it.
still have a lot of people following us and gaining a following slowly, which is cool.
Yes, we love that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the season's just gonna kind of be like the rest of them, chaotic. We're just gonna go with the flow.
This season's going to be even more chaotic because Harley gets married in what? Fucking 4 months? 5 months?
5 months.
5 months, yeah. Because I asked her, I was like, when is like World Summit? Like April? 4 months. And I was like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, so
Harley gets married.
we have a bachelorette trip to look forward to.
Yes, and yes, we do. A little more than a month.
Yeah, we actually, well, I just started finding out all of the themes, and I'm so excited.
The murder mystery night's gonna be the best.
Yeah, I'm like, I just want to know who I am so I can just check out of my Sheen cart and buy
Why
it
don't
because
Why don't you ask your mom? She's in charge of all that.
I asked her, she's like, you need to be patient. I'm like, no, I need
She
to
got
order.
it. Her sheen cart, wild, wild,
Dude,
wild. I was like, what in the world? She's gonna go. Her sister was like, I'm kind of scared for her to be in charge, but I was like, same, but she's gonna make it very extra and very fun. So it's gonna be good.
yeah,
Like, she's like creative like that. So
yeah,
we'll
no.
see.
I'm excited, but we do have some big news, which you guys kind of saw from the big opening
Happening.
episode of this season. But Marissa's engaged,
Yay!
even though she
Now,
was a little bitch the whole time leading up to it.
guys, I just know when vibes are off, and like everybody's vibes were so off. So off. And like, I'm a little snoop too. So, but like, Nico's also stupid. He didn't turn his location off.
Well, why are you stalking him? Let him be.
Well, no, because it was just weird. So, alright, we'll start from my perspective and you could do your perspective. How about
Okay,
that?
good.
So the day after Christmas, we went to our best friend Jenna and Devin's house. They live in like Galloway-ish areas where I went to college. So Nico had gotten lottery tickets for Christmas. Like he wanted a white elephant and he won like $40 and then a free lottery ticket. So we got them before we went down there. So then he was scratching them and he won another free ticket. And we wanted pizza because me and Nico were like, we want good pizza because we don't get good pizza.
Yeah.
So Devin ordered pizza, and him and Nico ended up going to get the pizza. Whatever. They come back, and they're like, we're gonna go get lottery tickets again. Like, Nico's free ticket. But they hadn't left yet, and like we were sitting on the couch, and I was like leaning against Nico, and Devin texted him, and Nico like shot up all weird. And I was like, what is happening? Like, that was just weird. Like, that was just like sketchy, like he didn't want me to see anything. So they left, and they did go get lottery tickets. Okay, I saw them there. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, okay, like they should be back soon. Like 20 more minutes went by and I'm like, where the fuck are they? So then I checked his location and Jenna saw me check his location. So Jenna texted Devin and was like, Marissa's looking at his location. Like, you need to hurry up. So, and they were at the mall, the Hamilton Mall. If anybody knows the Hamilton Mall, whatever the one is, it's
Hamilton.
Hamilton Mall. There's fucking nothing in that shit. Okay, nothing. But there's a K Jewelers.
Oh,
And
God forbid there's a jewelry store.
so, but it had it on like K Jeweler was here, here was there was they were like here. So like I didn't really think anything of it. So I was like, okay, they're just at the mall. So I was at first suspicious, but then I was like, whatever. Then they ended up leaving because it was really like it was fast, but they were kind of there for a while at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're going to buy an engagement ring, you're gonna be at the jewelry store for at
forever.
least like
Yeah.
hour and a half, 2 hours. No, they weren't gone that long. So I was like, okay, whatever. So they get back and they're like, Devin was like, I wanted to see if they had these shoes. And I was like, okay, cool. Whatever.
The
Get
shoes.
home. So then I really thought he was looking at shoes because I was like, there's no way he bought a fucking engagement ring that fast. Mind you, Devin had, okay, so he had a jersey on and then he had a sweatshirt underneath of it. Devin had the engagement ring in between the jersey and the sweatshirt. I did not notice that. I'm like, when Nico told me that, I was like, wait, he walked in with the engagement ring? He was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, weird. Cool. That's funny. So we go home and I asked my cousin, she was like about to get in the shower, and I was like, can I wash my face while you're in the shower? And she was like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm like talking to her and she's like fucking blank staring. Like just like out of it. And I looked at her and I'm like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? She's like, I'm just frazzled. And I was like,
Okay.
okay. So then I went downstairs and she was like on her phone, and I went downstairs and she like flipped her phone really fast and like put it down. And I was like, weird, but okay. So those are like my subtle hints that everybody's being weird. So
Yeah.
then Saturday we were at Tyler's gym. Nico was doing clinics and I couldn't download CapCut and I needed to film this video for him.
Yeah.
Like edit it. And Nico was weird with giving me his phone, and Nico's never weird with giving his phone to me at all. So I was like, okay, weird. So whatever. I did try to snoop around in it. I didn't find anything. So
Marissa.
he doesn't know that. But I didn't find anything, so that's a good thing. I did not find anything. And then after the engagement, he was like, yeah, the picture of the ring was in my hidden photos. Like, I was scared you were going to see it. And I was like, I didn't even fucking think to look in there. I was like, you're
Yeah.
smart.
I
Because
knew it
I
was in
didn't think,
there.
I was like, I didn't even think that. So then, whatever. Then we go Sunday. We go to parade practice. And well, we go to Sam's that night, and that's when, I mean, Skeeter's, and that's when Hartley finds out.
Yep.
I kind of knew too when like Freddie, like Nico told Freddie, and Freddie was like, "Yeah, man," and like dabbed him up and hugged him, and I was like, "Why the fuck are they hugging right now?"
Well, I thought it was weird how we had a table and they went over to the bar to get a
Bar.
drink.
That's what I thought was weird too.
I was like,
So I was
what
like,
the fuck are they doing?
"Yeah," I was like, "Okay, weird, whatever." But you know, those two, they're fucking weird. So
Yeah.
whatever. So then Sunday at parade practice, Nico hugged Sienna, and that's when he told Sienna. And then Sienna
Mhm.
like started like kind of crying. I don't know. She was like very like, what the fuck? And I was like, I like saw it. I saw it happen, and I was like, that was a very weird encounter. Whatever.
Yeah.
So then this is when my suspicions really fucking rise. We're at my cousin's baby's christening. Nico hugs my mom and tells her, and they were hugging for a while, and I'm like, why are they hugging for a little bit? And my mom like kind of turns and she's crying, and my brother looks at me and goes, is she crying right now? And I was like, I think she is. Why is she crying? Bailey, can you be quiet? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I think she is. Like, why is she crying? And my brother looks at me before he even knew Nico was proposing and goes, maybe you're getting a ring. I was like, don't play
Nick.
with me like that. So then I was like, oh my God, maybe I am. Well, as we're walking out the church, Nico tells my brother, and after that, my brother was just like, oh, hello, sir.
Oh, he wants to show off his bandana.
He does. Um, he was like so weird with me after that, like so weird, which is funny because he like literally said that to me, and then Nico tells him he's proposing.
Whoops.
So the whole week going by, I was just kind of like, everybody's being weird. Like I texted Sienna, I like texted you, and like, but the thing is, Nico wasn't being weird. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not getting engaged.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. The week goes on, and I honestly thought it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna happen at the parade, but I kind of did. Like, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
thought if it happened at the parade was because when the second to last parade practice, Jake was like, "You and Nico are gonna hold the sign, and then you're gonna move. You're gonna drop the sign, and you're gonna go in the middle." And I was like,
Yeah.
that's weird. Why are we dropping the sign and going in the middle? So that's what I thought that was going to happen then.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to happen where it actually did. So
Yeah.
that was very much surprised. So I honestly was waiting and like nothing happened. And then I was like, and I told him because he had said something about New Year's Eve. And I was like, do not propose to me on New Year's Eve. I said, that's when Harley got proposed to. I was like, no, do not do that, please. He was like, okay. So, um, everything happened. And then that morning, like, we woke up, like, I was just like, he was kind of being weird because he was drinking, but like not drinking like he normally
Yeah.
is on New Year's Eve. And it was super cold, honestly.
Yeah.
And then when he told me he wanted to dance in the middle, I was like, what the fuck? No, I'm not dancing. We didn't wear suits. I'm not. Like, they're doing their skit. Why are we going to dance?
Yeah.
And that's when it happened. And I
That
was like,
is
oh,
when it
that's why
happened.
you told me that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So my version. So obviously, like we said, I found out on Saturday. So, well, Freddie, when Marissa and Nico got to the bar, Fredo, I just combined their
Bruno.
names. Freddie and
Bruno!
Nico went up to the bar and got a drink. And like I said, I thought that was weird because we had a table, whatever. So then I think you and Nico went over to talk to his cousin that was sitting right by us. And Freddie was like, you have to act surprised when Nico tells you, but Nico bought a ring. He's proposing to Marissa. I was like, okay, cool, got it. So then when we went out to the car, that's why Nico was in there for so long. And you were like, tell him to hurry up. I was like, okay. So when I came back in, he told me. But I was like, you can't be in here long. I'm like, okay, cool, love you. We'll talk more about it. Like, you got to get to the car because she's already mad at you because
I'm like, I
she
want to go because I
she's
sat at the gym
tired.
all fucking day.
Yeah. So then that was that. And then I didn't say anything to anybody because I wanted Nico to be the first one to like tell Sienna and like tell everyone. So then when that weird encounter happened between them at practice, I could tell on her face. I was like, he definitely just told her. So I walked up to her and I was like, do you know? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's the end of it. We're just going to cut the conversation right here. So then and then obviously, like after practice, she called me. She's like, "Okay, we have to do this. We have to do this." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Well, Saturday night when I got home, I already ordered some stuff." I was like, I better order some stuff now because we only have like a few days."
Yeah.
So then,
He bought the ring on Friday and proposed to me the following Thursday.
yeah. So then Monday after work, me and Sienna went out and like we got more stuff to like finish making stuff, and then that's when we recorded all the videos in her basement with the ring. Actually, no, before that, after. So I picked
Monday
Sienna.
is when he got the ring.
Yeah, so Monday I got done work. I picked Sienna up. We met Nico in the McDonald's parking lot and literally did a drive-by with him so he could give us the ring. It looked like a
So
freaking
that
drug deal.
No, so Monday, Nico went to get a haircut and then he went to his parents' house. And I was texting him because our friends were texting us, asking if we wanted to go someplace. And I was like, Nico's not answering me. I don't know when he's going to be home. Well, come to find out, Nico left his phone at his parents' house to meet Jenna and Devin halfway
Yep.
stop to grab the ring. And then he had to meet Harley and Sienna in the McDonald's parking lot to hand off the ring because he couldn't have the ring with him. He literally said, he was like, literally, I barely stopped the car, gave him the ring, and then kept
No,
going.
literally, I parked. Sienna jumped out of the car. I'm pretty sure Nico just like literally slowly drove by and like she grabbed it out the window from him. So then we went and got all the stuff, obviously. And then all morning. So then we gave Lucille the ring. So like Lucille had the bag with
My
the ring
ring
in
was
it.
literally passed around. Like, it was
Uh,
like hot potato.
we had to literally friggin' play pass the ring all day long because everybody was in and out of all the cars just digging through shit. So like
That was
we
so
literally
funny.
and plus we had to make sure we knew where it was at all times so it didn't get lost.
Oh my god, I would have been stressing so bad.
So then we perform or whatever. And that's also why we didn't want you to drive the truck either because we wanted you to be out.
That makes sense.
So we were like, oh, Eliza, you can friggin' drive the truck. So then once we got close to the fire station, me and Sienna literally, well, that's why we had Michael yell at everybody to get behind the truck so me and Sienna could run off to make sure everybody was in place.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So then me and
Because I'm
Sienna,
like, we never had to stay behind the truck.
yeah, so we had it all planned out. We're like, okay, me and Sienna were staying on the opposite, like on the passenger side door, and we're like, okay, Michael, now tell everyone to get behind the truck. Me and Sienna friggin' book it like 5 blocks up. We're out of breath. We can't friggin' breathe. We're trying to make sure everybody's in place. In the meantime, we're calling people to the back of the U-Haul to give them poppers to stick in their pants. So when it comes, they were able to pop them.
See, I missed all that. I missed
Well,
all that.
but yeah, so it was fun though. It was
That's
cute. My TikTok kind of went low key viral.
it did. It did, it
So
did.
I was super happy about that. But I am very happy. I literally said to Nico, I was like, thank you for at least letting me and my best friend have a few months as fiancés together.
Yeah. And it's so funny. So we get back to the gym, and all the Legends kids were like, "Oh my God, you and your sister look exactly alike." And I'm like, "That ain't my sister." And they're like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "The blonde girl." And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, no, not my sister, my best friend." They're like, "That's weird." Like they were like, "That's wild." And I was like, "Yeah, we used to lie and tell everybody that we were twins." I was like,
Yeah.
"Me and her some," but like it's weird. I was like, "Me and her sometimes look more alike than her and her own sister." But it's like
Yeah.
it depends on the day.
Yeah, it really depends. 'Cause I feel like there was a period of time I feel like where like we didn't look anything alike.
Anything alike.
And I was like, how the heck did we used to literally pass as twins because we don't look anything alike. But then there's other pictures I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Like that picture that we did take, that I do think we do look alike in that picture. I
yeah.
think that's the most recent picture that I do think we look alike.
Yeah. And I think it was probably more because I had sunglasses on, so like you couldn't see my eyes.
Yeah, I think that is too.
But that's the lovely love story.
So
Such a
now I
like
have to plan a wedding.
Philadelphia moment.
No, it is. And everybody's like, oh my God, it's such a true Philadelphia love story. We're not from Philadelphia. But I guess you can say we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're
Like,
like
we're.
low key, we actually live in Georgia, but
Well, I grew up in South Jersey, so like,
yeah,
but
same old, nothing new. But oh, I honestly like I just still can't believe it's the fucking new year and I'm like another year of the same old fucking shit. But honestly though, I feel like every year I'm like, oh, like it's a new year, it's really not gonna be different. But I feel like there's so many like big events that are gonna be happening this year that like it's gonna make it actually feel like a different year.
you're going great. No, I agree with you. I feel like but no, I think that too. Like, I feel like there was so many like big things happening this year. Well, really, just you getting married is really the only big thing I think.
Well, I mean, it'll be like the wedding, then your engagement party, and then like you'll start planning your wedding.
That is very true. And
And
it's so funny. So I told everybody I was like, I'm not gonna plan anything. But like, it's also so hard not to think about it. Like,
yeah,
it's like so hard. Like, we don't want to get married until 2027, and
it's
like we're
gonna
doing a
come fast. Trust
yes,
me.
and like we want to do a destination wedding. So like
Yeah,
we're trying to like figure out dates. Like we have engagement party already planned, basically
yeah,
date picked out. We just need to find somewhere to do it. Um, and then it's like I will ask probably majority of my bridesmaids and his groomsmen at the engagement party. Like I'm not gonna
yeah,
do it before or anything. I'm just gonna wait until then. And then it's kind of like I want my save the dates out by August. Just so people have like
yeah,
a year and some change in advance to
yeah,
save and everything like that. And just like I think that's respectful for a destination
yeah.
wedding, like to do that. So
Definitely.
I'm not giving people 6 months in advance. Be like, here you go. You have to hop on a plane and spend like 2 grand, basically. Not two
Yeah.
grand, probably. But
No, I think that's a good timeline.
yeah.
It's just
But it's
like,
like I have to get
oh,
so like Matt Miss Chris went through this lady named Jillian, and she's like a travel agent. You don't have to pay her, but she does everything like that.
yeah,
Jenna and Devin went through Destify or Destiny, whatever it's called, and it's like a website and you get your own planner and all this stuff. And I've been looking at stuff on there, but then I'm like, I need to talk to Jillian to see what other places I could do it. And like,
yeah,
I told him like we said a day, but I don't know if it's going to. We're gonna do that.
yeah,
It's just kind of like we got to sit down. Like we haven't like really thought about how much we actually want to spend, when we want to do it. Like, we just know months, potentially a date, and it's just kind
yeah,
of like, I'm not worrying about this until, like, probably. I think after your bachelorette, you'll
yeah,
start thinking a little bit more, and then after the wedding is when you're gonna buckle down. I think what I really need to do is just finalize a budget, a date, and then pick a place.
Yeah,
I
I feel
think
like
those are
those
my
are
three
the biggest
the
things.
biggest things. And then after that, it's really just stupid shit after that. So,
Yeah. And
which
like it'll all start to like fall into place. Like I know for me, especially at first, like I was so overwhelmed. I was like, I don't even know what, and then all these numbers were coming back at me, and I was like, what the actual fuck is this? Like, is it even worth it?
and like we both said, like we kind of need to know if anyone in our family is going to help too. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that will make a difference too as well.
Yeah.
So, which I don't know, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, no.
Um,
It'll all fall
and
into place.
and then it's like wedding dress shopping. My God, I gotta get skinny before that happens.
Oh my God,
Oh,
you
Jesus Christ. That's my worst thing. I'm like, I gotta stick. Nico sent me a TikTok last night, and this is gonna be so me because I hate when people stare at me. Me running down the aisle because I don't like to be stared at. Like me, I'm just gonna run. It's like a meme, and it was a person just running down the aisle, and I was like, that's gonna be me because I don't like being stared at.
that's funny.
But
But no, I feel like I don't know, like as far as this like season goes, I feel like we're gonna have a lot more vlog episodes.
I do too. Like, we'll vlog the whole bachelorette party.
Yeah, like I want to make it like an episode of Love Island.
Period. Yes.
Like confessional and everything.
Yes, we do need to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, then we'll do that, and then obviously like there'll be bits and parts of the wedding,
Yeah.
um,
And then,
your engagement party,
engagement party
and
and all that
then
fun stuff.
yeah, and then like obviously you guys like came back a decent amount last summer, so we'll definitely have some adventures.
Yeah, we definitely did because it's not as crazy in the summer. It's when it hits like this type. Like,
Yeah.
I will be back in April sometime. And then I won't be back at all in February
Mm-mm.
because of the Bachelorette, and
Yeah.
it's literally like so. I go away next weekend to Charlotte, come home weekend off. Then we have another competition, but it's here in Savannah, which is good.
Yeah.
Then the following week off. Then the following week after that, it's cheer sport. Then the weekend after cheer sport is your Bachelorette, and then the weekend after your Bachelorette, it is NCA.
Oh yeah. So you're in like a different state every weekend.
Besides cheer sports here, so
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
That's actually so weird because usually like when you
that's
think of cheer sport, it's like travel, and you're like, actually, it's in my backyard.
and it's so weird because like the only competitions Nico has to travel for is Houston, which is NCA, and Cali.
That's
That's two
crazy.
competitions out of all. Like, we're driving to Worlds and
Yeah.
Summit and Youth Summit. Like, that is wild to me. Wild. Like,
Yeah.
usually, like, I'm like, yay, I'm getting on a plane. And da da
Yeah.
da. No, I am driving, which is better because, like, we don't have to rent a car. Like, all
Yeah.
that stupid shit that like, the gym has to pay for, which is honestly a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. That's very
So,
true. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this
I like,
season's gonna
yeah,
be
it's
about.
definitely going to be a lot of vlogs. Definitely going to be
Chaotic.
chaotic. A lot of I don't know.
A lot of probably us missing for a few weeks and then reviving ourselves.
We were so good when we were at home, but it was like it was more too like last second season. No,
Yeah.
yeah, second season when was the second and first season. I had Wednesdays off and you had Wednesdays off, so it was like
Yeah.
perfect.
But also like I feel like
Now I ain't got no day. I
season
got
2
no
was
days.
also like chaotic because for the first half of the season we were in person.
Yeah,
And then the second half was virtual, so we were trying to adjust to that. So it was like crazy.
yeah,
But I don't know. I feel like now that we have like the hang of it and we know like this platform helps us honestly so much and saves us so much
much
fucking
time.
time that like it's just easy. We literally just hop on record, end it, and it pretty much does everything else for us.
Yeah, no, it really does, which is
But
amazing.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just the beginning of the chaos, friends.
The Blonde Banter girlies are both engaged together, so it's gonna be a wild ride this season.
It really is, and it's low-key crazy that the podcast watched it all happen from the beginning.
Literally. I wish, like, I knew you were getting engaged instead of 24 hours before,
Yeah,
because I wasn't supposed to know, but
yeah,
Nico literally was like, Freddie, you have to tell her because she's not gonna go. She's gonna go somewhere else, like dinner.
yeah.
And when I found out, I was like, what the fuck? I'm not prepared. Like
I know.
I not prepared. Nobody prepared me.
I literally said that to Sienna. I was like, thank God he gave us like 72 hours notice. We can mentally prepare ourselves.
No, I had no, and then I had to like hang out with you, and I was like, this is fucking weird. I can't. I feel like I need. But I did it. But yeah, But thankfully, I'm glad I didn't. I only knew 24 hours in, but before, if I'm being honest,
It
that would
was
have been.
so fucking hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
And as we're decorating umbrellas, I'm like, yeah, you guys are all being weird. I'm getting engaged. Da da da. And you're like, no. And
Yeah,
then I was like, okay, maybe I'm not. I was like,
what are
maybe
we
I'm just
talking
being
about?
crazy. The whole time, I literally was like, I'm delusional. I don't think I'm actually getting engaged. And yeah.
You kept saying it to me, and I was like, just stop. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Cause like I didn't want to like be like overly like, no, knock it off like you're not. But then I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, like feed into it. Like maybe you are. So I was just kind of like, stop. And then I would just change the subject because I didn't know what else to say.
That's why I kept bringing it up because I wanted to see how people acted.
Yeah, I tried my best to not.
But like, you didn't give me like
Good.
vibes like that.
Good. I'm glad I tried my best.
I don't like surprises. Everybody knows I hate surprises.
Yeah.
Hate surprises.
Well, I think that was a good surprise.
It was a good surprise. It indeed was.
Good. But I think that is a wrap, little kitty cats.
Excuse me, what the fuck did you just say?
Well, Colby's in here, so it just reminded me of, I don't know.
That's a rap, little kitty cats. Hardly, hardly,
That
hardly.
that's gonna be our new thing.
No! We sound like old women!
Before
Like,
you know it, we are gonna be.
shut, stop. Shh. That reminded me of something that your grandmother would say, I feel like.
That is something she would. She kept calling midnight. Sorry, guys. Sidetrack real fast. We had my family Christmas party at my house last night, and my grandma kept calling midnight nighttime.
No,
She
she didn't.
she was like, nighttime, get out of the way, nighttime, knock it off. I'm like,
Did she
I
stay
guess
upstairs the whole time?
no. She was downstairs.
How'd she get downstairs?
It took about 25 minutes, but we got her down there.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that is a wrap.
That is a wrap for season 3, episode 1, 2,
Two.
2, 2.
We're already off to a great start.
Yay! My brain's fried.
Okay, we love you guys. We'll be back next week, maybe, or maybe not.
We'll see.